Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to master one of the most fundamental skills in the world of networking, VLAN and trunking. Take a look at this flattened network on my screen. It looks simple, right? But there is a massive problem hidden here. When a single PC sends out a broadcast message, since the MAC address for the destination device is not available on this switch's MAC address table, it floods that packet out of every single port except the one it came in on. Why is that bad? Two reasons. First, security. Anyone with packet capture software like Wireshark can see that data. Second, performance. If this were a massive network with 1,000 PCs, all that constant broadcasting would flood the links, eat up your bandwidth, and create a giant bottleneck. We can't have that. The solution. Network engineers introduced VLAN, or Virtual Local Area Networks. We are going to take this one giant broadcast domain and logically chop it up into smaller, isolated pieces based on the physical interfaces. Think of it like telling the switch, hey, from now on these specific ports belong to the IT department and these others belong to HR. Once we do that, broadcast traffic stays inside its own bucket. IT traffic stays in IT and it never leaks into sales or HR. Let's build it. In this lab, we're creating 3 VLAN, VLAN 10 for IT, VLAN 20 for HR, and VLAN 30 for sales. Let's jump into switch-01, click the switch, hit that CLI tab, and let's go. First, we enter privileged mode with enable, and then global config with configure terminal. Now let's define our VLAN in the database. Type VLAN 10, then name IT, type VLAN 20, then name HR. Type VLAN 30, then name sales. Our VLAN are now born on switch-01. Now we need to tell the switch which ports belong to which VLAN. According to our diagram, ports 1 through 5 are for IT. We'll use the range command, interface range, fast Ethernet, 0/1-5. We tell the switch these are for end devices by typing switch port mode access. Then we marry them to the VLAN, switch port access, VLAN 10. Now we just repeat the magic for the others. For HR, we use the range F0/6-9 and assign it to VLAN 20. For sales, it's the range F0/10-15 assigned to VLAN 30. Trunking. Here is the critical part, trunking. An access port only carries one VLAN. But since our IT, HR, and sales PCs are spread across multiple switches, we need the links between the switches to carry traffic for all VLAN. That is what a trunk link does. On switch-01, our interconnects are on ports 22 and 24. Let's go to interface range F0/22, F0/24, and give it the command switch port mode trunk. Now you'll head over to switch-02 and switch-03 and do the exact same thing. Create the VLAN, assign the access ports to the PCs, and crucially make sure those interconnecting links are set to trunk mode. On switch-02, that's ports 22 and 23. On switch-03, it's 23 and 24. Finally, we need some IP addresses. Open PC-01, go to the Desktop tab and select IP configuration. Since our IT network is 192.168.10.0/24, we'll use 192.168.10.1 with a mask of 255.255.255.0. Leave the default gateway and DNS empty for now, as we don't have a router in this Layer 2 lab. Do this for all the PCs in their respective subnets. Now for the moment of truth. Switch to simulation mode. Send a PDU from an ITPC to another ITPC. Notice how the broadcast stays beautifully inside the yellow IT zone? Now try sending one from IT to HR. It fails. And that, my friends, is exactly what we want. Same VLAN communication works, but different VLAN are totally isolated. You've just successfully configured a multi-switch VLAN environment. If you enjoyed this lab, hit that subscribe button for ZingCops IT for more high-quality training. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.